Hello everyone, this is Michelle Patterson here with Angel Souls, and this is your weekly Angel Oracle card reading for the week beginning December 5th, 2016. For this week, I'm going to be using the Magdalene Oracle by Tony Carmine Salerno, and of course pulling a color card from the Secret Language of Color Oracle deck by Inna Segal. If you would like a personal reading with me, you can go to my website at angelsouls444.com, the services page. If you'd like to support me on Patreon, I will leave that information down below. And of course, please do not forget about the extra readings that I have up on Gumroad. Also some courses there and some other goodies that I might be cooking up to put on Gumroad. All right, so first off, I just want to say I love you, OSU, Ohio State. I went there for my undergrad. I lived right where that happened. So it was kind of surreal to be watching all the events from yesterday unfold. So sending you guys lots of love. I'm thinking about you. And that's about it. I also should tell you, I can't find my tripod. So I have my camera like propped up on this box. So if the video is shaky at any point, I apologize. I am not really sure where the tripod is. I have to look for it. So anyway, let's get to it here. Let's see what's coming up for the week of December 5th. Revelations, personal revelations, and on a global scale as well. All right. There we go. Okay, that feels right. So let's do this here. The Matrix, watch what you're listening to. Gratitude, divine order, and the Prophet. Okay. Again, because I don't have my tripod, I'm not going to set the cards on the desk. I want to not, shake this as much as possible. So this is a very interesting reading here. So this is very much saying, watch what's real. Listen to your gut this week. Yeah, really start practicing that. We should have been doing that this whole time. But the things that we are being presented with may not be real, or people's motivations might not be what we thought they were, which is interesting because we just had that OSU thing happen yesterday. But there's going to be a lot of things that I think we're getting smarter. At least that's the feeling that I'm getting here. We're not falling for the same old stuff that we used to. At the same time, though, I mean, it's not what we think, right? So a lot of us love to get into that conspiracy theory stuff and start going, oh, it's really this. Well, that's overshooting the mark in some situations. It's kind of different from what we think. But again, some people are going way too far with it. So the Matrix says, just come into your own equilibrium. Get grounded within yourself. Be very, very centered, and everything else will make sense. You don't have to figure everything out right now. On a personal level, okay, what kind of face are you giving the world, and who are you really? And is it time to allow that real you to come out? All right? So this isn't about hanging on to resentments or being bitter or anything like that. Practice forgiveness this week and have gratitude, because even if somebody or some situation is happening in your world, it is teaching you something. And I know that we don't like hearing that, but we need to have gratitude even for the souls that come into our world and sort of shake things up or force us to head in a direction that maybe we wouldn't have otherwise, unless we were experiencing, something tumultuous, to get us out of that situation. But have gratitude for your loved ones. Have gratitude for the journey that we're all on. It has been a rough road for all of us, and we're still here. And let's have gratitude for the souls that have sacrificed to teach us something as well. Again, God bless. There's the Brazilian soccer team. God bless their souls. God bless their family as well. But we should have gratitude for everyone's presence. And this is also, sorry, I have a little bit of a cold as well, or I'm getting over it. This gratitude card, I think, is telling us, to stop hating on your neighbor. Stop. That one's for me, I think. Stop hating on your neighbor, or stop hating on people who don't see things the same way that you do. Stop it with, the whining and crying because you didn't get your own way. Things are happening in divine order. And this is immediately making my mind go to our whole election that we just came through, right? So everything is happening the way that it needs to. Please do not sit there and try to fight it or whatever, because that's just going to cause needless suffering. I'm not saying about the election. I'm saying just on a personal level, whatever you have going on in your world, roll with it. Just roll with it. I have had So many things pop up in the past 2 weeks and I'm rolling with it. And guess what? When you roll with it and you just accept that it's in divine order and it's happening and I'm not going to change it, you get very productive actually, and things start kind of rolling at a nicer speed. Okay, does that make sense? So no fighting what's happening. Yeah, they're saying a lot of you are questioning the why. Why would this happen? Why would that happen? What's the purpose? Because we're always, excuse me, we're always a little obsessed with what does it all mean. Go ahead. Okay, hold on. Aw, okay. I didn't know what that meant. Okay, so here we go. It's show and tell time. So I don't know if you can see this. This is Borachio. It's a little statue. And they kept drawing my attention to him. Like, what? Like, what are you telling me? What are we supposed to be doing? Borachio. Borachio is the angel that brings blessings. And in this statue, he's shown with bread loaves. But sometimes it's rose petals. That's what I was trying to get at. So blessings come by not fighting what is. That's not to say that you should be complacent, but there are blessings in letting go. There are blessings in going, okay, now it's time to be the quiet observer, to tap into my own wisdom, to stand back and kind of go, okay, let me see how this is going to play out. Let's see what's going on here. And that, okay, thank you. And that shifts your own personal energy. So again, let's take it on your individual levels. Let's say that you're not liking how your finances are going, okay? And you keep fighting, back, and you're trying to make money, and you're, just striving, and it doesn't feel nice. It doesn't feel abundant. It feels desperate and panicky even to some extent. So what's that going to do? That's just going to make things even worse for you, and you're going to have another big bill come in and so on and so forth. But when they're saying you just accept what it is and go, okay, I'm just going to follow the guidance as it comes to me. Now you're relaxed. Now you're more open. Now solutions can really appear for you. And they're saying also, always, we say this all the time, do not get hung up on expectations. Things may not look the way that you think they should, okay? Things may not always, and I get that all the time, just being a YouTuber, people think my video should be a certain way. And if it's not, boy, they're in there insulting and, trying to throw a lot of negative energy. And then you got the people going, oh, why do you let that get to you? Just let it go. All this stuff. But again, sorry. But what's happening here is when we kind of accept, like, okay, well, that happened and it upset me and I spoke about it and I'm over it, or, okay, so my love life isn't where I want it to be. I'm going to look at it, let it unfold the way it's going to, and just move on, okay, in whatever way. So this is more of an emotional thing. This is more of an energetic thing, not putting your energy. And that's not to say, again, not to let things bother you. Never deny what you're feeling. Speak about it. You just don't want to wallow there, okay? We don't want to fall into self-pity. Oh, my love partnership is so bad and blah, blah, blah. It's divine order, and have gratitude. Have gratitude for the lesson. Have gratitude for the experience, because it is moving you along on your journey, on your soul timeline, okay? Go ahead. Okay, so it's the worldwide thing going on too, obviously. And there could be more things coming at us that throw us for a loop. Like, I'm sorry, what? Reversals. They're actually saying reversals. So things that we thought were going to be are not happening. Or people going back on what they were saying. So like, I had to edit that out. I started coughing. So again, sorry. I was saying about there could be a change of heart at work. Maybe a boss wasn't going to give you a promotion. And then all of a sudden, there's some restructuring. Maybe that boss leaves and now somebody else is in charge and now you get the promotion. All right. So, or maybe you're not, maybe you, God forbid, I mean, I'm not trying to scare anybody, but maybe that job goes away and you turn around and you're like, oh, well, now I have all this time to go do this other job. Okay, I'll do that kind of thing. So don't hang on to what you think it should look like. We have the Prophet card here. So someone on a worldwide stage is coming forward with a very powerful message. It's something about creating a new future. It's asking us to look at things in a different way. But someone is coming forward with the word. And I'm getting chills. On a personal level, we're all going to take it a different way. We're all going to take it in the way that we need to in order to foster our moving forward. Okay, so the prophet can also be your spirit guides talking to you, whispering in your ear, letting you know, okay, this is the best way forward. No, 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 that's the old way. That's not going to work anymore. Stop trying to go down that road, right? So this would be a lot of people trying to force relationships, trying to force friendships even, okay? Trying to get your coworkers to like you. Maybe you don't fit into that environment. The prophet card comes up and says, it's time for a new way. It's time to, this is an orange card, so it's very sacral chakra, creative kind of energy as well. Unexpected news. Unexpected turnabouts. Happening in the United States. But it will affect everybody. Markets may suffer. Oh God, now this is getting all predictive. I don't like doing that. But they're just wanting you to be prepared. And the thing is like, I don't feel like it's bad. Sorry. I don't feel like it's bad. It's just unexpected. And it's sort of like, okay, but we're getting good at it. And the thing is that we're getting good with rolling with punches. And that's kind of what this is designed to do, to make us braver. So that we're not whining and crying when, you know, things start going down, but we're in our steady space and we know how to connect into that. Okay. So I know it's kind of a weird message, but if you really think about it, all the messages are weird. That's just the nature of the messages. But something in the United States probably going down. Again, this is not meant to be predictive. This is just something to be ready for. To be ready for. Okay. Again, if it's bad, they're not making me feel that it's bad. It's not like a blinking, flashing warning kind of feel. It's sort of like all of us going, okay. You know, just sort of like that, like, okay, now what? You know, where are you taking us next kind of thing. But listen to the word. I don't know who's bringing the word. You know, that sounds so like biblical. But someone has a message. That's the bottom line. It's going to affect everybody differently. We're going to take it differently. But darn it, it is not the time to be fighting one another and saying, you know, it's your fault, it's my fault, blah, 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 whatever. Okay, so I really feel like we're all kind of bonding in this week too. And it might not be in a very overt way. Remember, these can be very, very subtle energies. So see how you feel at the end of the week. This might be one of those videos that you want to watch. If you watch it at the beginning of the week, watch it at the end too, and see what kind of happened. And please, if something big in the world didn't happen, I told you guys the story about that one woman who got mad because nothing bad happened in the world and she was expecting it to. If nothing like that happens, ask yourself, how have I evolved over this week? I guarantee you probably someone will pop into your brain. It'll be somebody that you heard either out in the world or in your own personal life. They said something that really affected you and has changed how you, on a very internal level, react to things, deal with things, your viewpoint, what have you. Okay, so let's get to the color card. Let's see what else is coming up. I want to need a little more shuffle. I know it cannot be fun to watch me shuffle, but I want it to be live and real. All right. When can I stop? Now. Okay. Ooh. This one? Purple. Develop mental clarity, 39. An idea coming out of the dark. Look at that. So the light within us sort of being activated, and that's kind of changing our perspectives. We're not falling for the same stuff we used to. This purple is higher wisdom. Okay, so really make sure you're tapping into that, especially if you feel, remember this orangey card, right, with your emotional body, the sacral chakra. If you start feeling like your emotions are getting pulled this week, step into that higher wisdom. And this is not in a spiritual sidestepping kind of way, but really asking yourself, like, what is happening here? What is the divine, that's the mental clarity. What is the divine order behind what is happening right now? Again, I feel like it's not tumultuous. It's different. It's a change, but we're getting so much stronger. And it's almost like we're going to see what we're made of. Getting your emotions in check. Really actually coming back and balancing between the intellect and the heart wisdom. And having a nice little kind of in between place for that as well, tapping into your inner light and letting that come forward. So it's a nice kind of growth week, I think. You know, again, don't go looking for world events. Okay, don't try to go find your profit. Just let it happen within you. You'll know. If you're tuned into your instincts, when that word kind of comes to you, you'll understand what it means. Okay? So there it is, guys. Have a beautiful week. And of course, I'm sending you so much love. Take care.